First, let's talk about the buff preparation. Golden Kingdom only requires you to actively prepare two things. No troop expansions, no defense and attack buffs, no rune buffs, no war frenzy, no titles, no alliance skill buffs. The only two buffs you need to prepare are City Skin that focuses on your main troop type as well as your commander equipment. Make sure your primary commanders of your 5 marches have the proper equipment. Make sure you have at least one tank march, and the positioning of your tank march should be in a way that it's always taking on 3 to 4 opponents as shown. Now you can make use of the healing huts in the Golden Kingdom to focus heal the tank marches over time. The most important thing about Golden Kingdom is understanding which blessings you should focus on. Basically, the first 7 floors will more or less determine your chances of clearing the Golden Kingdom. Here is a quick look through at the different types of blessings that will be offered. So generally speaking, there are 3 tiers of blessings, the weakest being the blue tier and the strongest being the yellow tier. There are rage generation blessings. There are also blessings that gives you certain effects after casting a skill. There are blessings that increases your troop capacity, gives archers, infantry, cavalry units a certain percentage of stats. You have blessings that gives you stacking buffs, giving you stats for all troops, decreasing enemy troop stats, increasing your front row stats and back row stats. You have blessings that affect your troop strength. You have blessings that improve your healing effects. You have blessings that reduce enemy march speed. So of all these blessings, the most important question now is, which one should I prioritize? Which one should I pick? In the God tier, these are blessings that have insane value, especially Fervent Tactics. Fervent Tactics allow front row troops to recover 1% of their troop strength every 30 seconds. It is highly recommended to restart if you do not get Fervent Tactics by floor 3 or floor 7. Fervent Tactics is the key combo piece for insane sustain and almost guaranteed clear of the Golden Kingdom. In the good to have tier, these are blessings that work really well with Fervent Tactics. In terms of priority, stack up blessings that give healing effects, followed by blessings that affect troop strength. Lastly, followed by stacking defensive front row stats and main troop type defensive stats. So defensive stats here means defense, health, and enemy damage reduction. So for your main troop type defensive stats, so for example, if you main infantry, pick blessings that give infantry defense or infantry health. In the meh tier, these are blessings that are situational. March speed, for example, is not consistent because its effectiveness depends on how enemies are positioned, and what ends up happening is that your marchers will just march towards them after swarming down the front row. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that it's not consistent. I would much rather take anything in the good to have tier that gives me concrete stats and effects. Troop capacity is another situational blessing. It is only good if you already have Fervent Tactics and you are already healing 0 after every fight. Having increased troop capacity will then allow you to heal beyond that original troop capacity, essentially giving you free troops. Now lastly, in the dog tier, these are blessings that are RNG dependent. After playing Black Desert for so many years, I have PTSD with RNG, and anything that is RNGesus dependent is trash. So it also requires you to take a lot of rage generation blessings, which in my experience does not give as much of a consistent result as getting Fervent Tactics and stacking front row defensive stats. So this is my strategy in a nutshell. I focus on one troop type. In my case, it's infantry, so even my YSG March also uses infantry. I'll restart Golden Kingdom till I get Fervent Tactics by floor 3 or floor 7. When faced with a difficult choice of which blessings to choose, this is my priority. I will prioritize healing effects and troop strength blessings first, followed by stacking front row defensive stats, followed by stacking main troop type defensive stats, in my case, infantry. When you reach floor 4, 8, 12 and 16, you are given the opportunity to buy items from shops. Prioritize buying healing items, damage reduction items, and troop strength reduction items. So for each type of item, there are 3 tiers. Tier 1, for example, basic armor. Tier 2, elite armor. Tier 3, legendary armor. Aim for tier 2 and tier 3 items for healing, damage reduction, and troop strength reduction. When recruiting troops, bear in mind that the commanders offered have the same skill levels as the commanders that you currently own. So for example, I have a max YSG. Now they offer me another YSG. This YSG will have the same skill level as my YSG. Similarly, if they offer me a commander that I don't currently own, for example, if they offer me Ramses and I pick Ramses, it's going to be a 1000 Ramses. So in general, don't pick commanders that you yourself don't currently own, and don't pick commanders that you currently have but are very low skill level. Alright, so let's take a look at the topics that we covered today. Buff preparation, the positioning of your tank marches, how to pick your blessings, the general strategy to clear Golden Kingdom, what to buy in shops, and lastly, recruiting troops. So rarely the subscribe button, swarm the like button if you like short, concise, no fluff videos. We did it all within 6 minutes. Bye.